A rugged man stepped out of his Ford pickup, his boots crunching on gravel as he approached the couple stranded beside their silver Lincoln. His lumberjack look was completed by a red flannel shirt draped over a greasy t-shirt, worn jeans, and a wad of tobacco bulging in his cheek. Brown spit dripped lazily from the corner of his mouth, but he didn't bother to wipe it away. The man crouched near the flat tire hesitated, while the blonde woman by the passenger door seemed more open to help, though wary. After a brief exchange, the couple reluctantly agreed to ride with the stranger to fetch a spare from his shop. The inside of the pickup was a chaotic mess, littered with tools, crumpled newspapers, and empty drink bottles. The woman climbed in first, brushing aside a day-old newspaper. Her eyes caught the bold headline, "Two couples missing in recent months, foul play suspected." Her stomach turned, and she shoved the paper aside as the driver climbed in, shutting the door with a metallic thud. Searching for a seatbelt, she found none. Her unease deepened when her fingers brushed the door panel, discovering the absence of any interior handle. The man beside her noticed as well, his jaw tightening, but neither said a word. The truck rumbled to life, its engine loud in the oppressive quiet. The driver turned off the main road onto a winding path lined with dense pines. Shadows grew longer as the sun dipped lower. The woman's unease grew with every jarring turn. She glanced at the man next to her, who was shifting in his seat, his discomfort palpable. Without warning, the driver lashed out, throwing a sharp elbow into his passenger's face. A sickening crack echoed in the cab as blood sprayed from his nose. He collapsed into the woman's lap, clutching his face and groaning in pain. She froze, her voice trembling as she called his name. The driver smirked, his eyes fixed on the road ahead. Her trembling hands hovered over her companion, unsure of what to do. The truck continued down the bumpy path, its tires crunching on the gravel road. The man beside her groaned, still doubled over, blood soaking the front of his shirt. The woman's heart raced, her pulse thundering in her ears as she clutched his shoulder, whispering his name. The driver, unfazed, turned onto an overgrown trail, the truck bouncing over roots and uneven ground. When they came to a sudden stop, the woman's breath caught in her throat. Through the windshield, she saw a massive, shallow grave. Bodies were strewn across the dirt, limbs bent unnaturally, their faces frozen in horror. Her chest tightened as the driver climbed out, moving with eerie calm. The woman's hands shook as she tried to shake her companion awake, whispering frantically. But the driver opened her door, reaching in with a grin that chilled her to her core. "Come on, sweetheart," he said, his voice low and measured. "You've got company waiting."